Hello world, Geriatric Geek here. How in the heck are you? I hope you're doing great. It's another beautiful morning here in North Las Vegas. It's May the 16th, 2022, Monday morning. That's right, I just got back from my walk. Whew, it's getting warm out there, folks. Yesterday we made, I think we hit 98. Today we're supposed to hit 100. So, yeah, if you're coming to Vegas, this is probably your last chance. With reasonable temperatures. Probably into next week's going to be okay, but after that, man, it's going to be hot. And for all you folks that are wanting to move to Vegas, there's a couple things you really need. One, when you get here, electric can run you a lot of money here. So as you can see, this is the back of my house. You definitely need solar panels. So if you're thinking about moving or you live here in the Vegas Valley and you can afford them, there's some, rebates and stuff that help them become more, what am I trying to say, more gettable, more reasonable in price. Yeah, but I have them here on this side and on the west side also. So thank goodness, because generally speaking, my temperatures here in the not temperatures, my electric bill here in the house from let's see September through March, $14. During the summer, April, May, June, July, in there it goes up a little bit, but never above $50 with the solar panels. My next door neighbor always has $400, $500 electric bills in July and August, September also. So that's one thing. And the other thing is, yes, a pool. Yeah, it really helps be able to go out and jump in that pool. Sometimes it's kind of like bath water, though, during the worst or the high points during the summer. That water can get darn warm. Anyway, hey, thanks for stopping by. I'm sorry I did the weather report, but I like to keep you guys informed about what it's like here in Las Vegas. Speaking of Las Vegas, here in Las Vegas we have a thrift store called Deseret. Deseret is quickly becoming one of my favorites because one, movies, DVDs, and movies or DVDs are $2 a piece. The Blu-rays are anywhere between $3 and $4 a piece. Can't beat that here in the Valley anymore because Goodwill has gone up, way up. So anyway, yeah, Deseret, they're owned by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And I'm constantly amazed at what they have on their shelves. But anyway, let me show you what I picked up Saturday. They're not open on Sundays, so I usually end up going either Friday or Saturday mornings. So let me show you what I picked up. I'm adding to my Disney collection, of course. A couple things I didn't have yet, so I'm glad to have in the collection now. The first one being Disney's The Country Bears. That's right, The Country Bears is G-rated, 88 minutes, 2002. It's a musical comedy. Of course, the animatronic bears that they use in this movie were created by Jim Henson's Creature Shop, which is kind of cool to know. Let's see. Disney's legendary group comes alive as the Country Bears star in their first feature film. The Country Bears' young #1 fan, fitting in with all his all-too-human family, is proving impossible. When he runs away to find Country Bear Hall and his heroes, he discovers the venue that made them famous is near foreclosure. Barry hightails it over the river and through the woods to get the Bears and the band back together for an all-out reunion concert to save Country Bear Hall. And on the way to find his place in this world, Barry learns that true families are made up of all those people who love you the most. Anyway, good to have it in the collection. Disc is minty. Next up, a sticker. I didn't take my stickers off, sorry. The next up, that I did not have, is Disney's Babes in Toyland. That's right, G-rated, 106 minutes from 1961. It's a family comedy, and it has one of my favorites from The Wizard of Oz, the Scarecrow. Ray Bolger is in this. Ray Bolger, who remembers him? Enjoy a happy excursion into the world of Mother Goose in Walt Disney's first musical production. All roads lead to magical Mary Toyland as Mary Contrary, played by Annette Funicello, and Tom Piper, by Tommy Sands, prepare for their wedding. But villainous Barnaby, played by Ray Bolger, wants Mary for himself, so he kidnaps Tom, setting off a series of comic chases, searches, and double crosses. The March of the Wooden Soldiers helps put Barnaby in his place and ensures a happily ever after for Tom and Mary. This joyful musical fantasy is a delightful experience for the whole family. I've never seen this one, so I'll watch it eventually. Speaking of Jim Henson, I enjoy these. My grandkids certainly enjoy them. It's a very merry Muppet Christmas movie. Yeah, in good shape, too. So I thought, what the heck? PG, 88 minutes from 2002. This is a TV movie that played on NBC. Basically, from what I understand, this is a Muppet version of It's a Wonderful Life. So there you go. Have yourself a very merry Muppet Christmas with this all-new holiday movie starring Kermit the Frog, Miss Piggy, and the whole Muppet gang, plus a celebrity cast featuring David Arquette, John Cusack, and Whoopi Goldberg. 'Tis the night before Christmas, and the Muppet Theater is in danger of being torn down. And when bad goes to worse, Kermit begins to believe the world would be a better place if he'd never been born. But don't worry, with heavenly help and hilarious send-ups of just about every holiday movie ever made, Kermit and the Muppets discover what matters most in their love for each other. The Muppet Christmas movie. Love it. And another tie-in to Vegas. That's right, Eric Clapton and Friends in Concert. This didn't take place in Vegas, this concert. It took place in Madison Square Garden. But Eric Clapton actually lives here in the Vegas Valley. So it's 108 minutes worth, and it's really got some good collaborations on it. David Sanborn, Sheryl Crow, Mary J. Blige, probably my least favorite of those as far as collaboration. Bob Dylan, Sunshine of Your Love, Layla, Tears in Heaven, one of my favorites. So, glad to have that. I have all of his albums, so I don't have many videos of Eric and his friends. Next up, found another season of That Girl. I showed you guys another one of this earlier. And this is, I think I had season 3 the previous time I showed you. But this whole season 4, I can't get it back in the box. The whole season 4 cost me, I don't know why. I think they screw up when they do their seasons. $2 for That Girl, season 4. Nominated for an Emmy Award for these episodes, Marlo Thomas gives Anne Marie some of her most memorable moments in season 4 of That Girl. Let's see, That Girl. This ran in 2008, and it's got 10 and a quarter hours, and it ran on ABC from 66 to 71 altogether. I believe there's 26 episodes on this, and they ran from 69 to 70. So I would have watched these at home. I love That Girl. That Girl. Now, a new adventure from the world of Jumanji. I've seen this before, but the discs were never in any good shape, or they were terrible shape, I guess. Zathura. Zathura is 101 minutes, PG, 2005 action adventure. This is a standalone spin-off of the 1995 Jumanji, from what I understand. So, wanted to pick it up. I like Jumanji. In this heart-racing science fiction adventure, Zathura, two squabbling brothers, are propelled into deepest, darkest space while playing a mysterious game discovered in the basement of their old house. On their fantastic voyage, they are joined by a stranded astronaut and must survive meteor showers, hostile lizard-like aliens, a rocket-propelled robot who runs amok, and on intergalactic spaceship and an intergalactic spaceship battle. Unless they finish the game and reach the planet Zathura, they could be trapped in outer space forever. Let me know if you guys have seen any of these, especially this one. Let me know what you thought. Never seen it. Sorry. I like to pick up these artists. The cover art is in bad shape, but the disc was in good shape. I like to pick up R.L. Stine stuff. The grandkids love these. Goosebumps. The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight. Scarecrow Walks at Midnight's not rated, 66 minutes. This was from the TV series Goosebumps TV on Fox. This ran, I believe it was 1996. 1996 is when this came out. The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight. There's something funny about Jody and Mark's grandparents' farm, but nobody's laughing, especially when 12 strange new scarecrows scare more than just the crows. Don't go to sleep. Matt Amsterdam wishes his family were different until he wakes up from a nap in the attic to find that things are suddenly very different. Calling all creeps, Ricky Beamer, hopes for revenge when he pulls a mean girl's phone number in a personal ad. He puts a mean girl's phone number in a personal ad. But when he starts getting scary midnight calls, he's the one getting the creeps. R.L. Stine, one of my favorites. Next up, this has Eva Mendes and Scarlett Johansson and Samuel L. Jackson. I've never found this in good shape, so finally, The Spirit. PG-13, 2008, 108 minutes. It's a superhero action fantasy film. It gets middle-of-the-road reviews. I love Samuel L. Jackson. He plays the octopus in this movie, apparently. And it's based on a newspaper comic clip, The Spirit, from the creator of Sin City and 300. Above shadowy, crime-infested streets, a masked avenger watches. Danny Colt was one of the Central City's finest cops until a gangster's bullet ended his life. Now fate has brought him back from the beyond as the Spirit, a street-hardened hero who faces off against seductive forces or foes like the voluptuous Sand Serif, played by Eva Mendes, and the alluring Silken Floss, played by Scarlett Johansson. Then, of course, there's his evil arch-enemy, the Octopus, played by Samuel L. Jackson, with a mission to wipe out Spirit's beloved city as he pursues his own version of immortality in this graphic action thriller. Let me know, have you seen The Spirit? I picked this up for my wife. She's a big Cary Grant fan. I'm not so much, but picked it up for her. Penny Serenade. Penny Serenade is a black and white film from 1941. It's a melodrama, 117 minutes. It gets really good reviews, I guess. This version was released in 2000. Penny Serenade is the story of Julie and Roger Adams. It is an honest look at a happy, if not exacting, peaceful period in the domestic life of a newspaperman and a former salesgirl in a music shop. Irene Dunne and Cary Grant, one of the Hollywood's best comedy teams, didn't realize they were a comedy team, are perfectly cast. Neither has any difficulty in sliding from fast comedy to a heartbreaking scene or ending a poignant moment with a laugh. 1941. Cary Grant. Next up, and the last one I picked up at Deseret Thrift is a Matt Damon film that I didn't have. That's right, Hereafter. Hereafter is PG-13, 129 minutes from 2010. It's a fantasy disaster type film, directed by Clint Eastwood. That's right. George, played by Matt Damon, is a blue-collar American with a special connection to the afterlife, dating from his childhood. French journalist Marie has a near-death experience that shakes her reality. And when London schoolboy Marcus loses the person closest to him, he desperately needs answers. Each seeking the truth, their lives will intersect, forever changed by what they believe might or must exist in the hereafter. So there you go. Academy Award winner Clint Eastwood directs this haunting original tale from a screenplay by two-time Oscar nominee Peter Morgan. Never watched it. Can't wait. Now, I did pick up a couple other things from Amazon that I thought would be interesting. And I'm a big Boris Karloff and Christopher Lee fan, so I picked up this very inexpensive, I believe it's still on Amazon, called The Crimson Cult. The Crimson Cult is from 1968. It's 89 minutes long. It's R-rated. And it's a horror, obviously. It's a Kino Lorber release. Some British horror. Yeah. And it gets middle-of-the-road reviews. Now, it says it's in color, but the thumbnails are in black and white. I don't know what that's all about, but I will check it out. When his brother disappears, Robert Manning pays a visit to the remote country house he was last heard from. While his host, Squire Morley, is welcoming, Manning detects a feeling of menace in the air with the legend of Lavinia, the Black Witch of Greymarsh, hanging over everything. Will the village's renowned expert on witchcraft, Professor John Marsh, be able to shed light on the wicked goings-on at the Croxted Lodge? Vernon Sewell directs this nightmarish horror classic based on H.P. Lovecraft's Dream in the Witch House. I like it. The Crimson Cult. Available on Amazon as we speak. And the last thing I picked up recently, Archive Collection, Val Newton double feature of The Ghost Ship and Bedlam. Now, I've seen The Ghost Ship before. It's okay. But I have not seen Bedlam. So I wanted to pick that up. Bedlam is black and white, 80 minutes, 1946. I do like anything that's filmed or takes place in an asylum. And that's where Bedlam takes place. So can't wait to check that out. What's it say about Bedlam here? Set in 1761 at a London asylum, Karloff gives an unforgettable performance as the doomed overseer who fawns on high society's benefactors while ruling his mentally disturbed inmates with an iron fist. Newly restored from their original nitrate negatives, both showcase Nicholas Merceruka's in cinematography under the inspired direction of Mark Robson. So there you go. Little Warner Archive, Ghost Ship, and Bedlam. So there you go, guys. Like I said, let me know in the comments below if you've seen any of those, what you thought of them. If you enjoy my videos, how about considering giving me a like, a thumbs up? Also hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you're not in my contest or the giveaway from Saturday, check that video out and make sure you enter using the word robot as the code word. You have to be a subscriber and you have to live in the United States to be eligible. Also hit the notification bell so you know I drop another video, please. So, hey, that's it from North Las Vegas. Hope you guys are doing well. Keep smiling, keep having fun, keep that positive attitude about you, and until next time, peace.